At this point, if you're here and you've been watching my videos, or if you're just an avid Zeus viewer, you know a little bit about the infamous Zeus love triangle between network owner Lemmy Plummer, host and producer Janeisha John, and Baddies cast member Scotty Ryan. There have been one too many theories on these three, plus the other small players, as well as just full-on exposés revealing text messages, couple sightings, and recorded phone calls. However, Lemmy, who has been close to the TV industry since a child, has learned to rightfully keep his private life private. But with a messy network like Zeus and the internet being what it is today, I'm sure he's also learned that sometimes your private life will become everybody's business against your own will. Janeisha John is a 36-year-old former pageant queen from the Virgin Islands. After wrapping up one of her final pageants and earning her bachelor's in marketing and communications in the islands, she briefly moved to New York where she did some modeling, but eventually decided to move back to the Virgin Islands. After working on numerous broadcasts through different Caribbean networks, even becoming a general news reporter for some time, her family and friends pushed her to go back to the States to further her career. So she took a leap of faith and moved to LA in the early 2010s. She lived that stereotypical, inspiring model type of lifestyle, getting gigs here and there, hosting, working as a video model, and then eventually finding her way to Lemmy Plummer, a producer and showrunner who was about to embark on the stressful but rewarding journey to becoming a network owner. Prior to Lemmy and Janeisha making things official, Lemmy was in a public relationship with another woman in 2016. People tried to allude that Janeisha was with Lemmy while he was with this other woman. It is a valid thing to wonder given all that surrounds Lemmy and what he does, but Janeisha stated from her official Facebook page that this woman had been long gone before she came around. Lemmy also recently stated in August of 2025 that he and Janeisha had been together for 7 years, with their breakup being around 2024. 7 years prior would be around 2017. So take from that what you will. Now with Scotty Ryan, there's not as much to her public backstory. Before making her way to Zeus, she wasn't already in the industry, nor was she an influencer or anything of that nature. Actually, while Janeisha was fighting her way through LA and Lemmy was working on shows like The Westbrooks and The Preachers, Scotty was finishing high school in North Carolina. It's said that after high school, Scotty wanted a career in modeling and personal fitness, but she was about 21 years old working at a bar when she ran into none other than Natalie Nunn. This means that Scotty has known Natalie for almost her entire 20s, and their relationship is interesting, to say the least. But for the sake of all of our mental health and clarity, we will stay on the main topic. So presumably, Scotty met Lemmy through her friendship with Natalie and ended up replacing Christina on Baddies South at the age of 25. But before Scotty was chosen as the official replacement for Baddies Season 2, the decision was between her and at least one other person, 21-year-old Anna Mack. Anna had been involved with Zeus for a little while already. She says that she was on the music production side of Zeus, trying to get her music out there, but Zeus had other plans. Initially, she was considered for Baddies South, but would make her entrance onto the franchise 2 seasons later on Baddies East. Rumors of Anna and Lemmy having an intimate relationship will begin, and allegedly, this is why Anna made her debut on Baddies, already having beef with Scotty. As the show went on, there would be other new single-season cast members who were rumored to either have some type of dealings with Lemmy, or Lemmy at least wanted to have dealings with them. And coincidence or not, these girls would happen to be Scotty's ops on those seasons. So right now, that's pretty much the backstory. So basically, Lemmy was with this one girl, they broke up, and he got into a relationship with Janeisha John, which, by the way, they were only girlfriend and boyfriend, they never got married. Then Lemmy started Zeus Network, he got in contact with Natalie, who was trying to revive the Bad Girls Club, and then along came Baddies, Scotty, Anna, and so on and so forth. And for a while there, Lemmy was rumored to be dealing with, or trying to deal with, at least one new girl every season, being exposed here and there, sometimes by former cast members, sometimes by just the internet doing its thing, all the while publicly claiming a relationship with Janeisha. Up until now. Sometime in 2024, Lemmy and Janeisha ended their 7-year relationship, and in 2025, he publicly moved on with dating Scotty. And as far as all those rumors, the beefs, etc., that's pretty much dead. Those other ladies who Lemmy allegedly had eyes on, they did one season, they dipped, they moved on. Scotty and Anna became a duo who fought for each other. Former cast members who did whole exposés on Lemmy later repaired their relationship with the network and even came back to do another season. And even with Lemmy and Janeisha ending things or just not being public, they still have attended a couple events together, and Janeisha still holds her titles as head of the social media department, the official host, and executive producer of Zeus Network. So now that everything has come to a head, we should be good, right? Absolutely not. This is the age of ratchetry and social media. The people refuse to let this go, and regardless of how many women Lemmy has been tied to, the hate is and always has been focused on Scotty. It's always homewrecker this, took that woman's husband that. Just a lot of women and some men in the comments making whole videos, TikToks, essays, deep dives about Scotty and only Scotty allegedly breaking up a marriage that never even existed. At times, I start to think that some of these people are projecting and coming up with their own theories based on their own experiences in their own lives. This whole time, I thought it was pretty clear that Lemmy more than likely has or had a harem of women. Did I say that right? Harem? Harem. And within that possible harem, or harem, I don't know, there are levels. And this doesn't bother me. It's the entertainment industry. After all, we've heard this same story with different characters for years. Even the owner of Now TV, which is often compared to Zeus, has these same allegations. Now, that doesn't make anything right or wrong or anything, but it goes to show how people really do nitpick. They pick and choose. They bring their own sentiments about how they've been treated into other real people's lives, and they don't even live the same type of lifestyle. When you're talking about the owner of a network who has money, connections, and a pretty good track record of successful ventures, you have no idea what agreements are in place with these women. It happens all the time. One day, Scotty's pissing off Janeisha at the reunion. Then another day, they're out together taking pictures without Lemmy. Then another time, the whole Zeus crew will be out eating dinner and one lady will be on either side or sitting across from each other. Like, we have no idea what's really going on there. And yes, Thunder Girl, the former cast member I was talking about who did all the exposing on Lemmy and then later came back, she dropped a lot of information and a lot of it may be true, but at the same time, this is the same woman who compared Lemmy to an R&B singer named Robert, R. Kelly, and then went back to the network. No shade. So yeah, people are never going to know all the ins and outs, so I think it's pretty corny to pick a side just because you like one person over the other, or think one's prettier than the other, or think one's more established than the other, or like the other's aesthetic over the other one. Sure, Scotty's the bad bee that's on a reality TV show fighting, and on the other hand, you got Janeisha, the beauty pageant queen, the model, so she may have a better image, or however it may go. Or maybe this reminds you of your own situation about that time you went through that man's phone. Yeah, you know. And that's not just for this situation either. That goes for most of these public love triangles, just like Young Thug, Jerica, and Mariah. Just like the girl Ari J and Tatiana, and I don't know which rapper it is that they shared. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is this is everywhere in the entertainment industry. It's nothing new. Unfortunately, I can't give the gift of common sense or common knowledge, but at least those of you who watch this video now have a backstory to these shenanigans, and you can know what really going on. You hear me? You already know it's time to get in those comments, and let me know what you think. I will be camping out in those comments from time to time to further the conversation. If you like reality TV news and content, you might like this video to your right. If you want to check out something else, the video to your left might pique your interest, and I'll see you in one of those videos.